And for Kash Ali, this is his big shot, because all eyes are really on him now.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Hey yo, G's up, suckers down. Oh.
The champ is here!
Hey yo, let's talk about MMA, boxing and pro wrestling. Like, the first thing that I want to talk about is Jorge Masvidal, or George Masvidal, against Darren Till. Now, I watched the fight, and when I saw Darren Till get knocked out like that, I thought to myself, Amir Khan. I mean, the guy was completely out for at least a minute or two before he even got back on his feet. So it was good to see the guy get back up on his feet and, you know, be okay. But before the fight, a lot of people were saying Masvidal is going to lose, Till is going to win, he's a hometown favorite. So for Masvidal to come to the UK to fight a guy who's significantly bigger, stronger, and then knock him out clean was pretty amazing. And I'm going to be straight with you, I was supporting my man Masvidal because I've been watching this guy fight for a very long time on YouTube, stuff like that with Kimbo Slice, and the guy is exactly what his nickname says, game bred. So let's talk about Conor McGregor, right? My man Conor McGregor's like, look, give me a share of the company, and then he'll co-main event the UFC event. Dana White comes out and says, you ain't getting no shares in this, bro. So then he tweets that he's retiring. A few days later, New York Times reported that Conor McGregor was brought into the police station for questioning regarding some rape allegations. Now, there was rumors going all over the place that a famous Irish guy, right, a sportsman, was involved in a rape incident. A lot of people were speculating it was McGregor. Now, the Irish law states you can't talk about rape cases or the names involved unless there's a guilty verdict. So I think the UFC thought, so you want shares, you're crossing the line here. And now McGregor seems to be like, okay, I'll fight. Do you know what I mean? Deontay Wilder turned down $120 million, right? And it had 2 Joshua fights and 1 Breezel fight with Dazn. A lot of people are saying it's ducking, but me personally, I think if Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao made what, 350 million, you're telling me Joshua versus Wilder can't? It'll take time, but trust me, that fight, those guys are going to get paid probably like 150 each for that fight. Errol Spence Jr., Mikey Garcia. Now these two were on pay-per-view and they fought in Dallas in AT&T Stadium. Check this out. They've got an Anthony Joshua type situation going here because they just drew in 47,000 people, close to 50,000 people for that fight. So if people are saying, like, you know, boxing is dead in America, I think it's kind of going up. I think the UK boxing scene definitely lit a fire up the Americans. So the thing about the Garcia and Spence fight was, obviously Spence was bigger, but a lot of people were saying Garcia is a better fighter, is technically better, and he would win. I wasn't one of those. However, I did think Spence would bully him, but he kind of bullied him in a different way. He bullied him with boxing skills. The pay-per-view, they did around 360 to 400,000 around that region, which is pretty big, really good numbers. They're saying that Errol Spence is going to be the next pay-per-view star. I mean, him against Terence Crawford would be crazy, but Crawford's got Khan. Do I think Khan will be more of a challenge for Crawford than what Garcia was for Spence? Yes, I think that, because the weight division thing. But I think Crawford against Spence would be one hell of a fight, and I think that would be one of the biggest fights in boxing. The big news is Kash Ali and David Price. Now Kash Ali pretty unknown, but he's getting a big shot now with David Price, even though it's on the undercard of, I think Smith is fighting. I don't know who's fighting, but I mean, this is the amount of press that he's got, because they had a press conference and there was a bit of banter going on, trash talk between Kash and David Price, which if you haven't seen, check out, because it was hilarious. And probably you guys being boxing fans, you've probably seen it, because that press conference kind of went boxing viral. And that fight is today, and I think for David Price, if he doesn't win, I think it's retirement for him. And for Kash Ali, this is his big shot, because all eyes are really on him now, because after that the press conference, the banter, literally there's like 400,000 views, and pretty much the boxing public is talking about this. And I feel like the event that's happening now, Eddie Hearn's putting it on, I felt like the Kash Ali fight is more of a main event. That was just me. So yeah, that's it, man. This is the boxing MMA news. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. More importantly, tell me, what do you think of all this news updates? What do you think about Wilder turning down 120 million? Do you think he'd make more fighting Joshua through Showtime or Dazn? The McGregor thing, what do you guys think about that? Do you think he needs to stay in his lane? Do you think it's just to build up publicity? Or do you think it's like a WWE thing, where, you know, you had the wrestlers trying to fight the McMahons? Dana White is like Vince McMahon, and Conor McGregor is like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, so like, share, subscribe, give me your views if you want. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, hustle hard, keep it real. G's up, suckers down.